Next level. Next level.
Scenario in Denver. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, former Viking Case Keenum makes his debut in orange and blue as his Broncos take on the rebuild defense of the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the other games that are going on. But first, we're off to the Rockies. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start.
So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. Well, these Seahawks heading out here on offense. Let's talk about last year. One to forget, Charles, in the Pacific Northwest. 7-9, a seat on the couch in January for these players, and that broke a streak of 5 straight seasons of double-digit victories and a playoff berth.
And I think they run the ball first and take control. On defense, age caught up with them. The Legion of Boom, no longer the same, and many of those guys will not be with the team in 2018. They will be starting over, but they have a smile on their face. I think this is a challenge that their head coach Pete Carroll relishes, and they look forward to being the underdog in the NFC West.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And down he goes, but he takes
What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. Don't let me use the backside of the backfield, because I know
into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw again is Wilson. And Dixon over the middle.
And catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. These kickers now already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On third down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that will add 3. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw. Down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert in that last. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And this is the Seahawks can do here. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's able to find some room as they get him down.
With the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ed Dixon, his 1st touchdown in a Seahawk uniform. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. In the end zone. Throwing again here, Wilson. In shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big they need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Carson.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he carries 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way. Expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Again, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Offense is staying out there on 4th. They're going to go. It's Booker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back. An outstanding field duration time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least again, he's he's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you feel... And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.